Good morning, friends. Today it's 17th of June 2025, and the technical outlook for Nifty and Bank Nifty for intraday and short-term time frame is as follows. The index opened the week with a on a positive note, and yesterday we have seen that Nifty opened at around 24,755 levels, and soon bounced back to test the highs of 25,024 in intraday before ending the session at its highs at 24,996, up 1.09%. As per the price study, we have reached towards the silver line level of this week, that is 25,000 mark. Yesterday it has been mentioned that 25,000 can act as a tug of war between bulls and bears, and the index need to sustain above 25,000 mark in order to witness some kind of short covering come fresh buying interest. Yesterday the index ended just at around 24,996 odd levels, a kind of tug of war level between bulls and bears, and today's session will be important. Initially, dips towards 24,850, 24,800 odd levels can be looked for buying in Nifty, maintaining strict stop losses, while on the higher end, as mentioned, it need to sustain above 25,000 mark in order to trigger fresh round of buying interest come short covering, which can take the index towards the highs of 25,500, 600 odd levels. If we talk about the weekly expiry OI data for 16th of June, the maximum call buildup is at around 26,000, maximum put buildup is at 24,000. At the same time, higher strike price like 22,800, 23,500 puts has a strong quantity build-up, indicating that the downside might be capped. Broad range can be 23,500, 26,000 mark as per the OI data, and thus as per the price study, the tug of war remains at around 24,000 and 25,000 respectively. In respect with the Bank Nifty, it bounced back from the lows of 55,505 to the highs of 56,165 before ending last session at 56,112, up 0.9%. And as per the monthly OI data for Bank Nifty, we can see that still the maximum call buildup is at around 56,000 strike, and the maximum put buildup is at 56,000 strike only, with the higher strike prices having higher option buildup, indicating upside capped. On the lower end, we will be looking for 55,500, 55,000 mark as a decent support levels where fresh buying can be looked into. So overall, we can still continue to say that the Nifty and Bank Nifty is within a broad range, which is we have been seeing since last 4-5 weeks now. And unless and until this broad range breakout or breakdown is witnessed, the index will continue to be within a range, and within this range, the bias still remains in favor of bulls at the lower support levels. So the risk reward ratio on dips can be looked for buying, which indicates a favorable risk reward ratio for Nifty 24,400, 24,000 mark, and for Bank Nifty 55,000 and 54,000 odd levels remains important support levels. Dips toward these levels attract buying interest, while as mentioned earlier, Nifty 25,000 mark and Bank Nifty 56,000 levels can be looked as a tug of war for next few sessions. These levels need to be held for any kind of short covering come fresh buying interest. Till then, the indices can be within a range. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.